beer. From the lightest Pilsner to the darkest stout, there is a little something for everyone out there. The breweries in the Pocono region are making a name for themselves in the craft beer scene. Some are established and some are brand new, but the quality is always top-notch when it comes to the brews they dish out.
Welcome to Barley Creek Brewing Company. We're located in Tannersville, PA. We're 1 mile off of exit 299 Route 80, in the heart of the Poconos. You've just made it to the first brew pub in Northeast PA since Prohibition. Barley Creek opened up in December of '95. Barley Creek has been growing every year and trying to take care of the locals and the tourists equally as best we can. We have 11 of our beers on tap, pretty much at any given day that you come and visit us. But we also have 7 guest beers, and the 7 guest beers are usually beers that you're familiar with. They're microbrewed beers. We've got what I consider some really fine Pennsylvania beers, obviously including ours. And that, I think, separates us quite a bit from some of the other competition. We try and do an eclectic menu as well, so you're not just coming for a great beer, and you're not just coming to see some wonderful post and beam timber frame atmosphere. You're going to get some really good food as well. And you might even get entertained, because on Saturday nights we usually throw a solo guitar player at you. And you might get entertained if you find a nice night at Barley Creek. Our backyard has a wiffle ball stadium. We also have bocce courts, a cornhole tournament area, and it's really a fascinating place in our backyard because Barley Creek sits a little bit on over 6 acres of what I would consider a little bit of a mini vacation when you come to Barley Creek.
We opened on Memorial Day of last year, and I started here a few months before that. I would say the 2 most popular beers here would be Crazy Train Double IPA and our Rips Purple Magic Ale, which has won first place twice now. The first time we won at the Pocono Winter Beer Fest, and then we just won first place again at the Pocono Summer Beer Fest. There was a brewery in Honesdale. It was called Irving Cliff Brewery, and it was sitting at the base of Irving Cliff. And this existed in the mid-1800s. Its main customer was actually New York City, and they had a lot of coal from this area being shipped down through the canals and through the rivers into the city, and they would put the kegs of beer onto the boats with the coal.
Shawnee Craft is part of the Shawnee Inn and Golf Resort. The resort is 103 years old, built in 1911. The brewery is much newer than that, started 7 years ago here in the heart of Shawnee. Our natural environment here is beautiful. We're on the banks of the Delaware River, surrounded by state and national forest. It's the most pristine setting that you can imagine. And the brewery complements that very nicely. Being able to source things locally, being able to give the guests the best experience that we possibly can. When people come to Shawnee, we want to give them a really exciting, authentic experience. Whether it's canoeing on the river that flows right past the hotel, eating produce that's grown on our own farm in the middle of our golf course, playing on a historic A.W. Tillinghast designed golf course, and then drinking the beer which is brewed on the property. It kind of completes the circle. We think that Shawnee is a very special place where someone that's looking for a really authentic experience can only get those things in Shawnee. We have a tasting room right here in the brewery. It's really a great gathering space, very comfortable, very casual, and very fun. It's a nice space for us. Our philosophy is true to nature, true to the craft. We source really great ingredients. If we have the opportunity to get them from our own property, we very much try to do so. True to the craft to us really means the styles of beer that we make here at Shawnee Craft are not necessarily styles that we're making up as we go along. We take our influence and our inspiration from traditional styles of beer, traditional methods of making those beers, old world style beers where we take a lot of our inspiration from, so we try to recreate those recipes the best that we possibly can. So true to nature, true to the craft, that really rounds out everything that we do here at Shawnee Craft.
The breweries in the Pocono region complement the scenery like no other. They put out new and exciting brews that you would be hard-pressed to find anywhere else. With some simple classics and some crazy, experimental tastes, any beer enthusiast is bound to find something they enjoy in every tap room in the region.